Hail to the legions of the army of the Father. Tonight, it's time. On September 11th, the anniversary of when so many people were senselessly killed, it's time for yet another video in the series that I hope someday will snap people out of what they're doing. As my last video, 99.95%ers, talked about, unfortunately we find ourselves plagued in a world full of stupidity. But today's video is going to be more specific, because this time we're going to start talking about what I like to call shitbags and Satanism. Because I'm fed up. I've had enough. And I think I'm not the only one. Pretty sure. I'm going to use some very specific examples, not only that existed in my own experience, but through things that I have done research on that exist in other people's experiences as it pertains to these people and organizations. Now, to prevent myself from rambling during this video or saying things that are not in the research I've done, I have notes that I have prepared. So, pardon me for having to read from a notebook, as it were, but this is not a speech. These are simple notes about what I'm talking about. Now, to define what a shitbag is, I'll go back to my time in the U.S. Army. For 7 years, I heard this word, and what it defines is a person or group who, through their actions or inactions, makes the work of everybody else harder, more difficult. So, let's start this list, shall we? We're going to start with a group that calls themselves the Brotherhood of Satan. This group that's based out of Georgia somewhere. Through research done online, I will discuss the different things that people are saying about what this group does to people. They lie about lineages that they don't have to try and garner respect they don't deserve. They claim bloodlines to whoever they claim and say that this is a reason why they should be respected. Now, anyone who truly understands what it means to be a soldier in Hell's Army understands that it doesn't matter what blood you were born with. It's about what you do and who you really are and whether or not you're strong enough to be inside that army. So for them to claim lineages simply to garner respect is idiocy. These people award ordainments, nominate people as high priests and high priestesses for money and sexual favors. What kind of high priest needs to pay to get his position? What kind of high priest needs to sleep with somebody in order to be seen as important? That has nothing to do with our faith at all. That's selfish bullshit. These people take the donations and the membership fees, of which the membership fee is known to pretty much everybody is $266.66. Quite a lot just to join a group. They take this money and they use it for their own personal gain. It's even been said that the leader has a habit of taking this money and smoking it up. Now, what person wants to give up almost $300 so somebody else can get high? That's not faith. That's manipulation. One of their leaders, a person by the name of David, apparently is a convicted criminal. What does he do that's so rotten? He extorts money from people. And that's exactly what they do. Strange, isn't it? And of all the things that I've read about this group, the thing that disgusts me the most, someone that calls themselves in their group a satanic faith that uses Templar outfits, a Christian-based organization, to try and show themselves as important. Long white robes with red crosses on the robe itself and on the sleeve. Is that satanic? Not in my book. Now, as far as my personal experience with this group, it was had through a third party, someone that I knew, and I was actually in their presence while I saw examples of various things going on myself. I can verify that they take money from people and give them almost nothing in return. Maybe a couple of old books that they didn't write. They promise a lot, but they don't give much at all. I can also attest that these people have no want to actually help their members with real life problems. Every time they're contacted about a real life situation, they simply blow it off and say, well, go read a book. What good's that going to do you when your life's in turmoil and you need help? I can also verify that this person who I speak of, that I've had interaction with, is currently being lured to Georgia. Now, as a female, it makes me question as to whether or not the reason they're luring her there is because from there she will have no escape. And from that point on, she will be forced to do whatever they say in order simply to survive, even if that means giving up her body to them. That's not right. Me personally, because I saw all these examples of things going wrong, I asked her to contact them and request that I be allowed to speak with them. They refused flat out to share even one word with me because I hadn't paid my entrance fee. Now, I would never pay these people any amount of money because I have no need of their idiocy nor their training. But the fact that they refuse to speak to people who consider themselves satanic proves that they're nothing but segregational to those people who they can control. I know that these people promised the person I speak of more books than they gave her, pendants, objects of faith, and never delivered on their promises. Just more excuses as to why they couldn't do it, and invitations to parties, but she had to pay more money for it, to come join them even though she had already paid to join. These people are not who you should be following, and I can show you why, and just have. Now, next on this list of shitbags in Satanism is somebody that almost everybody that's online knows. His name is Tom Eric Raspotnik, or GM Blackwood, or whatever name he wants to use. Me personally, I have a name for him too. It's Bitch Made, because he's proved that to me personally. Now, as far as what the online community is saying about Mr. Raspotnik, let's go down the list, shall we? Anytime that Mr. Raspotnik has a problem with somebody, he invents a smear campaign against them. He will post anywhere he can find, using Facebook, Twitter, other forms of media, his radio station, whatever he can, to try and defame these people before they have a chance to show who he really is. He uses blackmail. He calls people's jobs and tries to get them fired from their job by lying about them. Now, I don't know about you, but I believe that even though all of us Satanists should be happy and proud to be who we are each and every day, that no one has the right to interfere with your work life based on your spiritual life. Apparently, Mr. Raspotnik not only has a problem with homosexuality, but bashes it regularly when he can find the opportunity. That's a choice. You fall for or you are with who you choose, whether that be male, female, transgender, whatever you want. Personal choice, free will, it's right here. And no one has the right to tell you you're wrong for that. Apparently, when confronted, he will change the subject, go back to talking about something that happened in ancient Sumeria, or something that was written in a book 1,000 years ago, or anything he can to try and distract people from who he is and what he's doing. Now, there's been 1,000 books written by 1,000 people. These are not excuses why people have the right to act like rotten shits. And that's a form of misdirection, which is a form of weakness, because he's hiding from the real argument. Apparently, Mr. Raspotnik loves fighting with other sects. Does it regularly, anytime another sect has a difference of opinion with him. Even in just my group, I know there are 50 different forms of Satanism that exist inside. Difference in belief, difference in how they follow, why they follow. And other than specific offenses that I see, I don't complain to them about it. Because what you believe in here is your choice. And for anybody to tell you that they have the right to change that in you, they are lying to you. And they are totally wrong. he makes up a false investigation company called Stratton Investigations. Now that this has been revealed publicly in video, I'm sure he will change the name. But this company is used to lie and say that people are child molesters, or that they abuse women, or that they're all kinds of bad and wrong. Tom does this because anybody that stands against him needs to be immediately seen as a bad person, so that no one will listen to what they have to say. This man takes the donations that the followers that believe in him give to him and pockets them to support his transportation business and his personal desires. So in that way, he and the Brotherhood have a lot in common. While they're smoking or drinking or pissing away your money that you gave to them in faith, laughing at you for having given it to them, you believe that they're trying to help you. He makes tons of fake websites every time he needs to attack somebody that look similar to the website of the person he's attacking. The reason? So that he can defame them, make them look bad, same as the rest of what he does. Now, as far as my personal experience with this man, I can attest he lies to people. He claims that his faith is similar to them when he first meets them so that he can draw them in. He's a mental manipulator who uses deceit and twisting his own words and twisting faith back and forward to suit what he's trying to get done, simply so that people will do what he says and say that he's really great. As soon as anybody says something he doesn't like, using all the groups and all his methods, he'll start lying behind your back, running his mouth, and making people believe it, because he uses references to all this other stuff. I can attest to the false investigation company because he tried it with me more than once. Claimed me a child molester, claimed me an abuser, claimed me all these terrible things. But when you clicked on the link trying to actually see what the hell was written about me, all it did was go to my Facebook page. It was a lie designed to manipulate and control simple-minded people. I know he uses his girlfriend and his buddies to back him up on everything he says, because the more people that agree, the more it seems to be correct, even though everything they're saying is a lie to begin with, which makes them all wrong for the same action. I know that this man, as I stated before, is bitch-made, because I have challenged him directly. Not with guns, not with knives, not in some gang war that's going to tear up the streets, but in a one-on-one contest where we both have to sign paperwork that says there will be no legal action afterwards, so nobody gets sued, nobody loses any money. It's a challenge between one person and another. And he ran and hid. He attacked me magically with his Sumerian, Babylonian rituals. And then when that didn't work, he said, I've got people for that, and I'll send them. Oh, bitch me. I know that his magic, although kind of weak and piss poor, has been launched at me and other people. Not just people that are friends of mine, but other people that I've spoken to anytime that he has a problem with them. This is his normal tactic. Now, I'm going to continue this video, unfortunately, because we are reaching the breaking point at which YouTube will not allow me to upload it. We will continue on with part 2 of this video with a story that explains this in better detail.